Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes, and yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Harros.
I know that, but our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shionne?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay?
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help. Hopefully it's nothing that'll be
Huh?
Well... yeah.
No way.
Huh? Got it. Boomy! Boomy!
The heck? Are you stuck on that too?
No, really. I kind of see where they're coming from.
Are you okay with anything as long as it's round and flies?
No way! All right. Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Oh, hey!
Seriously?
Hmm? Well...
Well...
Huh? Huh?
That's just...
I guess...
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah!
Not in the castle, not in town. Where did he go?
No idea, but let's try searching the city.
It's always seat of the pants with you, isn't it? Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work? Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There's Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
We've reached our destination. Yes.
What?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell,
Huh?
good.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, La.
You're welcome?
There.
That's no ordinary stray there.
We'd best stay out of its way for now. This one will be difficult to predict.
It's a duel of the arts!
Come and face me! It's over!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a challenge for you truly!
The enemy wields us too.
You'll soon see about that!
Here I come!
Steering
Take this!
Reload!
It's over!
Bathed in blood.
Play hard!
Reload!
Smash you!
Bloody hell!
Resonate with the earth! Got it! Now's our chance!
This one's all mine!
Let's get it done!
You're mine! You're finished!
Negative
Swallow blade! Try this! Lightning blade! Here I come! It's over! Dragon form!
Far enough! Get the wind!
Now I can let loose!
Light astral rage cascade!
Dragon swarm!
More
Swallow blade!
dirt! I'm only getting started! Not in your dreams!
Take this!
Jedi onward!
Here I come! Slash! Burn! Dragon swarm!
Dance in the wind!
Okay. Here I come! Swallow blade! Dragon swarm!
Dance in the wind!
A thrilling performance.
In here!
Sword Rain Alpha! Swallow blade!
This one's mine!
Take this! Have it! Slash!
I'll heal you
Dragon
all!
swarm! Slash!
In here!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Healing circle! Let's get you all tucked away! Lightning!
Crush!
Death blow!
Dragon swarm!
I'm out of ammo! It's weakened!
This ends now! You're finished!
Photon boom!
I'm ready! Begin! Take this! Slash! Dragon swarm!
Supernova!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Reload!
Blue
Dance in
escape!
the wind! Airdrop!
Carve through armor!
Lunar corruption!
It's on! Take this!
They smite with blackened blade!
You're mine! Swallow blade!
Everlasting
Eat
dark.
this!
Photon flash!
Negative gate! Resonate with the
Here
earth!
I come! You're
The
finished!
sky is mine!
You're mine! It's over!
Bloody howl!
Take this! Crunch!
Lightning orb!
Severing wing!
Not in your dreams!
I'm not done! Stardust!
Here goes!
Witness your movement. Simply incredible.
Take this!
Airdrop!
Swallow blade!
Light
Sword
Another incantation ruined.
This one's mine!
It's over! Begin! It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
Here's evil! There you go! Don't let up!
Amazing.
Go get him!
No further!
Ice prison! Razor
Come on!
Cyclone! Reload!
This might with black and
Finish! Ammo! Close one!
Dragon Form!
Annihilation!
Ignite!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Here I come!
I'm expert! Coming through! Here's evil! One more!
It's over!
Freeze blade!
Elusive deity! Here I come! Sliding pile driver! Dragon Form! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down! Raging
Here I
storm!
come! It's on! Tempest and Ghost Shield!
Freeze lancer!
You're mine! Black might with black severing wing! Take this!
Shining
You're
supernova!
on! Ignite!
Photon
Execute!
Lunar streams!
Take
Lunar
this!
corruption!
Swallow Blade! Dragon Form!
Aqua! This one's mine!
Heal!
Tempest Blast! Alright, it's showtime! Another one! I'm all set up! One more!
We got him on the run.
Don't get caught!
Right. Still anyone's fight.
Try harder! Ranging you on top! Bloody
Raging storm! Blown flight! Healing circle!
Now I can let loose.
Focus your attack!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Glacial speed! Here's evil! Freeze lancer!
Not today!
Tempest blast!
Dragon Form!
Hey, one at a time!
Take this!
Lunar corruption!
Take
Thunder field! Gemini Aqua!
this!
Raging cascade!
I'm not done!
Sealed! This one's mine!
It's over!
Where are you going?
You're mine! Catapult! Severing wing! Take this! You're on! It's over!
Do it!
It's off! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Everyone's still in one piece?
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
What?
What's that noise?
Alfred, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance, too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Xion? Xion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelegion.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renan top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
I bet the whole of Dana's losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated, as if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again. Okay, off we go.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Is it just me, or is anyone else peckish?
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Here I come!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Leave the enemy charge to me!
Ignite!
Milky Way here!
I'm nearly done for.
Seaman
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire! Here I come!
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
You're mine!
Where are you going?
It's time! Dragon Form! Severing Wind! You're finished!
In here!
Not on my watch.
Crush! Wind! You're mine!
Doubly! In an instant!
Impact Block!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
To achieve such harmony.
Takes a singular will.
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahnan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahnan master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dahnan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Out of our way!
Can't get out of this!
Damn it! It's over! Demon Pact!
I just feel you where you stand.
Dragon Form!
Bloody
Take this! Damn it!
Fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
You're mine! Warblade! Swordling Alpha! Dragon Form!
negative gate!
You're mine!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Don't get complacent.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Xion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. Let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Xion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Coming through! Take this! Swallow Blade! Dragon Form! I'll thank you! Megasonic Thrust! It's over!
Your wings won't save you from me!
Here I come! Swallow Blade! Dragon Form! We got flyers!
I got this! Let him march!
All yours! Move escape! I'm not done!
Do it! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory!
Blood! I'm not done!
Well then, let's keep moving. It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it, chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have been forced to come out of hiding.
Hi, Hoodle!
In a bind?
Come and face me! Severing Wind! Here I come! Mirage!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious. Hey, one at a time.
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Dragon Form!
Your arms are really incredible.
It's thanks to you I can use them.
And I promise I'll always be here.
You fight better at a distance. Less talking, more doing.
Now! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Wind! Catapult! Stardust! Mirage!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
A victory for the ages. Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
It's over! Burn!
Lightning condensed.
Dragon Form!
Rotating
Wolverine Alpha!
I can shatter any steel!
You're mine! Here I come! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
I'm not
Sounds
done.
like a job for yours truly.
Wolverine Alpha! Swallow Blade!
Now, Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
My turn!
There's still more to go. Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
I need to be stronger.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zuko cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
I shall ensure you survive this.
You're mine!
Everlasting darkness. Negative
Swallow Blade! Dragon Form! Ignite!
They might
Yeah, that was wielding art.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Dragon Swarm!
Lunar corruption! Don't mind if
So
I
you
do.
want me, do you?
Shion!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go!
Demon Fang!
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
Not again!
Pierce evil!
This one's all mine!
Bloody howling.
Dragon Swarm!
Resonate with the earth.
I'm ready! Doing! In an instant! Impact Clock! We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
Get lost!
You're mine!
I never miss!
Blackened blade.
Hit!
Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
Execution.
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm ready.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Not a chance!
Hit!
I'm not done!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it. How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegus?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissalma, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Dohalim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegus may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell. Are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegus along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelegion.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the two of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you two. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
one, come on!
Sleep now.
You're mine!
I'll be there.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here goes.
Cover Blade! You're mine! You're finished! We got fire!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it. Here I come.
All yours!
Do it.
Come on! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn! I'm not done! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Sword! Sword Rain Alpha!
Hands in the wind.
I'm ready! Blow them away! Together, that wasn't even a problem. Right, here goes! Take this! Try harder! Not a chance!
Lightning
I'm
orb.
not done!
Raging blazer.
Soaring Light Spear! Torma Blade! Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha! Here I come! Slap! Dragon Swarm!
Raging cascade.
Damn it!
In a
Too
bind?
fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up. Rending you apart.
Don't get complacent.
I won't forgive you!
I'm not done!
This one's mine!
Damn it!
I'll face
Dragon Swarm! Burn! Be careful, everyone! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Now!
Primed and
Here I
ready!
come!
This one's mine!
Mind free? Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Try this!
Your blade moves like
Not a
silk.
chance!
I'll just let my instincts take over.
How fast?
As impressive as always.
Ah, and here I hoped I was improved.
Could have been worse.
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
Law,
Yeah, we're getting close.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Sleep now.
Dragon Swarm!
Can you take it?
Lightning condense.
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
To handle.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
sounds like a job for yours truly!
Take this! We've turned the tables on him!
There are still more left!
Right! No time to hold back!
I owe you, Sion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All my
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis.
You don't mess around!
You're mine!
Certainly not.
I never miss.
I'm ready.
Cascade.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis.
Wow! Look what I just found.
Go no further.
Dragon Swarm!
In here.
Come and face me!
Dance in the wind. Only getting here.
Burn in hell!
I'll be saving this
I'm
one.
not done! We've
Do
turned
it.
the tables on him! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together!
Like a finely timed waltz.
Hurrah! Dragon Swarm!
Excellent technique. How are your weapons holding up? Best not to give me any ideas.
As impressive as always.
Now.
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
I won't forgive you!
No escape! Sword Rain Alpha!
Negative gate.
Dragon
Here's
Swarm!
the lightning condense.
Flash!
Blood.
Dragon Blade! Take this!
Bloody
You're finished!
Here.
Here I come!
Each dirt.
Ah!
Here.
You're mine!
Burning.
You're finished!
Glacial spear.
Dragon
Dance in
Swarm!
the wind. Air three blazer. Light after
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
A victory for the ages. Let's see what you've got. Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Sleep now.
Burn in hell! Kick this!
Outrun you with a shot.
Dragon
Death
Storm!
on the wind.
Where are you going?
Sword Lane Alpha!
To left. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
You don't mess around.
I'm not done!
Certainly not.
Sword Blade! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! My turn!
Sealed!
Next, my turn! I'm not done!
Saving this one.
Mirage! Here I come! Execute! You finished! Infernal Torrent!
I'm ready.
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
So, fire and earth astral energy, huh?
A perfect combination.
We made it to Cyslodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a...
Yeah.
Same here. Now let's get
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Oh, good. We can cross through here. Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back. As soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Harros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cyslodia's probably in good hands with him.
Yeah. Now we can focus on finding a ship.
A boat, huh? where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it. Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Harros should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. A knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Harros would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legil, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Sar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we've visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand.
It's freezing.
It's always like this in Cyslodia.
Menancia was most fortunate, I see.
Aw, are you tired, Hootle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
Look! It's all the owls we found. I guess this was their way of thanking us for finding them.
It looks like they're grouping up by color. Is that a thing?
Actually, the color of Dan and Owl's feathers is based on their maturity and their astral energy element. So maybe they stick to certain groups even if they all belong to the same kingdom.
Then I guess that means we can tell just how many owls we found in each domain.
They seem to be saying something.
Maybe they're thanking us for finding their buddies. Then again, maybe they're telling us that we have more owls to find.
I think the Queen is protesting that they shouldn't put undue pressure on us.
Maybe he's arguing back that we're the only ones they can actually turn to?
Right. Which is why the Queen is worried about sowing any ill will with us.
We'll do our best, so don't worry, I think.
Can you understand them?
Of course not. I'm just inferring. For some reason, when I hear them talk, That's just what I imagine them saying.
Oh, well, I think you're pretty close to the mark at least.
Well, don't worry about it. We're not breaking our backs over this. I think that was a thank you.
Seems like it. From both of them.
Hootle seems happy with this. Isn't that nice, Rinwell?
Huh? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.